Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, we're live on Rubicar. Yes, we are. And if you're watching the video on YouTube, hi all, and welcome to the video. Yes, indeed. Ah, dear. And you could be watching the stream on YouTube as well, because we are broadcasting live to YouTube at much higher bitrate and without all the sort of bells and whistles you would normally associate with a Twitch stream, for people who prefer a better image quality and, you know, just the game. Don't want to look at me, don't want to look at latest sub, etc., all of that malarkey. So that's there for you as well. However, chat, not quite as interactive, so whichever experience you want, pick accordingly. And trying to make it something that everybody can enjoy one way or the other. Also, the archival is just better quality. So, Gaffer, ahoy! Welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. Right, let's go to the live screen on number 1 and to the live screen on number 2. There we go. Right, welcome on in. Good to see you. I need to do a bit of admin, so reset the giveaway from yesterday. There we go. And close the giveaway. There we go. Next giveaway is, in fact, next week. So there you are. Well, I just got confirmed. I just got triple confirmed on my time off in December. It's a remarkable amount of time off. It's almost 3 weeks. Because it's like, use it or lose it with your holiday days, is the message the company sent out. So I put in all the holiday hours I had left, thinking they're never going to give me all these. And then they did. But I'd accidentally missed time off or work or AO. Work. I don't require time off from AO. I require more time to play AO. Not really. I've probably spent enough years in this game. I mean, literal years playing. I've got over 370 days played on my former main character. And I haven't really played them since 2015. So, yeah, that's a lot of time on Rubicar. Anyway, beer o'clock, everyone. Beer, the answer to and cause of all our problems. I'm only joking. I drink recreational, you know, casual. Oh, I need spec. I need that for a mission, and I don't need that for anything. I can go in there. So my last day at work is December 14th, and then I'm off till January this. Hang on, let me double check again. Off. Yeah, January, and I don't go back to work until January 7th. Which is kind of awesome. If I don't, I've never had that much time off from work in one go in any job ever, so. You know, resourcing went, yeah. Oh, we moved you to the large pool team. Because they had like a shuffle around. They're trying to get everyone to specialise more and stuff like that. So they said, oh, well, you know, you can basically pick your team. Because you're multi-line at the minute. And I said, aren't you going to keep a multi-line team? And they said, no. But you get to choose the one you're in. I said, well, put me in a big team. You know, more company. Plus, still being multi-line trained, I can jump on you know, for other stuff as well. Big Trucks, welcome to the stream. There we go. So we did all that, and we'll have one of them as well. We'll have the aid buffage. Yeah, I spent a lot of time just talking with people because I was guild leader umpteen times. It always seems to happen. I think nobody else wants to do it, and I always end up going, go on then. You know, rather than any great skill. I think it's just Muggins here gets roped into it is more what it is. I think I was a proper guild president maybe once, you know, where I was like 24/7 guild leader, doing everything, managing the guild, and you know. Swifters again with the can't miss my favorite person, play my favorite game. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to look. If I look at, well, hang on, let's this is my newest character, right? So we'll do the played command. 9 days on this character. 9 days already. Let's go and stand here. I'm going to log in Kalos 2 on my main account. Give me a second. I'm on my second playthrough of Stalkers 2, but this time I'm siding with the Stalkers and doing every single side quest. I have done game foreknowledge, as in I already know where all the good shit is. I'm really like making a beeline there and dying hundreds of times trying to get it. Oh, Anonymous Gifter is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter. They gifted a tier 1 sub to Zach, etc. Yunhon, T. Not Lester, Friends 48, and Shep Brewer. Tier 1 subs. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Yes, it is a... Oh, God, I don't know what's going on here with the store login. Claim reward. There you go. So, let's do played on 378 days, 13 hours, 43 minutes on this character alone. Oh, boy. That's over a 23-year period. Okay, just want to stress that. That's not this week or something. I might make a new character on this account. I might get rid of this guy, so I've got a new slot available. I'm not sure yet if I want to or not. Not sure. So next most played is probably... It won't be that Enforcer. It won't be him. I think it could be the key... Yeah, it could be this guy. It could be my first proper fixer. My first high-level fixer, let's say. And Swifty, yes, the character we're mostly playing this evening is, in fact, a agent, yes. Played 59 days, seems drastically lower. But you got to remember with this character, and every other character, I can only play, you know, one of them at a time because it's the same account. What about my Let's Build series? So if we start with this guy, remember this was the first Let's Build a Toon character, Fatty Balls. The Atroxcrat. Who is in Penumbra for some reason. Oh. Only 20 days on him. So it's drastically lower on the other characters, I would say. So yeah, I might strip. I'm not sure why he's here. Did I? Oh, I might have been calming things or something. I don't know. As doing part of a quest chain, or yeah, something like that. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the first, and then that's another one that, yeah. But Thumbelina wasn't that was no, was it? Was that Let's Build Another Toon? It might have been. Nopifex NT, and then Carl Tech, and then a different agent, and then a trader, that what originally was a nanomage male metaphysicist, Bruchal, the Keeper. I played a lot on them, I think. Did a lot of raids and events and such like. See how much played is on them. Only 28 days played. Kind of wild, isn't it? But as continuous days, not number of days I logged in. You know, obviously that's going to be different. I might have logged them in 100 different days or 300 different days to arrive at the final total of that. I'll add it all up one day. And you should be able to do that from the account management page, to be honest, shouldn't you? You would think by now they would come up with something for that. Right, okay, so let's talk to the warden first. Let's pull that. Yeah, so this is back when, I suppose that first character is from an era where leveling took an awfully long time. There were no daily missions when he hit 220. And I think Inferno missions had just come out when he hit 220. So I think he dinged 220 in a mission. Or similar, I'm not sure. You'd think I'd remember, wouldn't you? It's kind of a big event. Big trucks, how you diddling? Are you well? Let's take the diseased prisoner. There we go. Yeah, so I can't answer. I remember where he was when he dinged 200. I was inside a mission here in West Athens somewhere. One of these doorways that doubled as a mission area. For some reason, I rolled a mission to here. And then during the mission, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it tonight with a guild team in a team mission. And then I got double XP for the mission reward, which dinged me to 200 out of the blue. And I even asked if I could be rolled back so I could do a day so I could do it again with the team. And they were like, no, can't do that. There's no valid reason to do it. We're sorry you're disappointed that you dinged. But that's back when 200 was the thing, you know. To the young woman, your wrist. There we go. Get the word out for everybody. Clan OCC, and then everyone on the global chat will already know because it tells you in the global chat. There we are. I missed some of my old characters. I think my first adv was Super DD. Sadly re-rolled him after AI. Oh, right. Thing is, that character then probably wouldn't be all that today. Do you know what I mean? So, they'd still be a good character, but they probably wouldn't be, you know... You'd have to get the new gear, like the reflex pistol and whatever I can't remember what it's called, BBI Faithful or something. You'd have to get the new meta, you know, that sort of thing. Whatever the new shiny pistol is, it's got a full auto on it. It's a hell of a good pistol, but yeah, I started off as ranged. My very first character was a pistol adv, but he was nanomage and his IP was all over the place. Me trying to do things like use vehicles and get into the grid, and it was only like level 44, I think he got to, and then I re-rolled him. By making Kalos 2, who was just basically, right, I know a bit more about the game now, so I'm going to make a Solitus. Because I like I said, my friend said, oh, you can turn into things on Adv, and I said, oh, that sounds cool. He says, oh, you can fly as well. I said, oh, that sounds even more cool. Yeah, I'm going to go with that, you know. So I kind of went with him, but yeah, messed him up big time, as you did then. There was if you messed your character up back in the day, that character was just dead and buried, you know. There was nothing you could do to rescue them, really. It's not like now where you can reset your all of your IP points and start from scratch. Back in the day, you couldn't do that. If you messed up, you messed up. There was no anything you could do about it. So you had to re-roll. It was the meme, wasn't it? Messed his character up, re-roll. Yeah, so he was always pistol. So Kalos 2 started out as pistol. And I had, you know, guild and friends. The music, 2015, 2005 nostalgia, absolutely. The music gets me every time. There's a music project on YouTube, I think. There was an old, that's the old forums, VB board. Anarchy Online Music, yeah, look at this. Bitnik, I think it is, it started it. Yeah, it's all the music from, but if we go on there, Cyber Chaos Crew, I don't know if that's the one. I'm subscribed to them though. So that's YouTube playing that. So yeah, I think it's this one. I thought it was actually called that though. You know, I think it was actually called the Anarchy Online Music Project. Yeah, the Borealis one. Yeah, I know. It's wild, isn't it? You know, when you hear that, it's the desert music that always gets me. Yeah, so I think they're basically saying, you know, eventually the game is not going to exist anymore, so we're preserving all the music now. You know, if the game ever does go, I think there's enough material on my own channel alone for people to remember how the game was, and then there's channels that have the old, you know, people that were making recordings and uploading them, you know, pre-YouTube is still available. Kaboom! There we go. That's fairly painless. I mean, they made quite a bold move in they went for kind of almost like classical orchestra sound for a modern science fiction game. Because the good thing with it, it doesn't really date. You know, European orchestra, you know, your Beethoven, your Tchaikovsky and all of that. It doesn't date. It's its own kind of thing almost, isn't it? Even modern day orchestral composers, like the brilliant ones like John Williams, where you know exactly what the music's from the second you hear it. Whether it's E.T., Indiana Jones, Superman, Star Wars, anything else he's done, you know. As soon as you hear a John Williams orchestra playing one of his scores, it's like, oh yeah, I know what this is. But they're kind of timeless pieces, you know. If you think about the music of a show, you know, say like I'm trying to think of a show whose music is now a bit dated, because like Baywatch, or revisiting the same actor again, Knight Rider. But as soon as you hear that melody, you know, as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, Knight Rider, I remember this. You know, so music's wonderful in that it can transport you to a time and place like that. You know, you hear the Star Wars theme, and whichever Star Wars you saw first, you're kind of remembering it, you know. I think the doors, that seasoned adventurer was screwing with the door there. If I roll I should roll an Advi, okay. Yeah, nowadays you can make a Uber Nanomage Advi. It's quite doable. There's probably a guide for it on Reddit or something, you know. But yeah. Backyard starter. Oh yeah, totally. And different factions have different background music in the backyards. So if we go to a neutral backyard, if you started as neutral, you'll remember it immediately. Ding. Yeah, when you go to Borealis, you get the intro chord. We go to a neutral backyard now. Let's go into the backyard proper. we turn the music off and then on again, it'll recycle to where the world environment it's in. Backyard's got like a dun, 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 dun. Whereas the neutral ones sound like forest at night. If you go to Varmint Woods, this is the music that plays in Varmint Woods. Frostbite Digital, you're a timeless piece. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am Nordic Santa. Or some such thing. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. It's just so memorable. They did a remarkable job with the music in this game. And like here's the urban soundtrack with like the kettle drums and stuff. And like a harp kind of sound. I think it is. I think some of it's acoustic instruments and some of it's synthesizers and stuff. It's mixed. Yeah, this always has a kind of a deserty sort of a thing. But yeah, Newland definitely has a vibe. Well, if we go to Newland now, yeah, Newland has got its... And again, we've entered Borealis. Vajum. The opening chord to the game. Yeah, if we turn off everything else... and just turn the music right up. It is pretty cool. I've got everything else muted so you couldn't hear their footsteps. We got a Newland City now. It'll finish playing out this sound file and then the next one will start. There you go. Kettle drums. Sometimes it janks out, but turn the sound back on. Diddle-ding. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. Because they're tuned kettle drums. They're in the same key as everything else. The kind of wind sounds. Rolling. Fiddling. Do 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 do. Where do I normally have the music? Around there somewhere. There we go. And then without music though, you've got the sound of things happening. There's like machinery sort of sounds, industrial kinds of sounds in the background, and they can all, but they blend together so well. Ooh, Tara's up. Now, I usually have those sliders set quite low. People go, I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear what you're saying on your video. All I can hear is the background. You know, so you have to fix it. maxing swimming to pull fish in Newland Lake. Yeah. Or the sharks that were in the canals at Old Athen. And of course, they're a shark. They can't jump out of the water. So they would just like flail around trying to get to you while you outranged them and killed them, and even though they were blood red mobs, for tons of XP. I remember doing that. And then they got rid of the sharks. Simple. The Funcom sledgehammer fix approach. Some of the club music. Yeah. Never been massively keen on it, but it is still cool, and it's recognizable as well. When you hear it, you go, oh yeah, this is from AO. Well then, she'll do the do. Yeah, every environment has more than one type of music just for that environment, day and night. Added with the ambient kind of animal noises in forests and all that kind of stuff. Pretty remarkable achievement back in 2001. December 30th will be my first toon in 24 years. Oh, your first toon, 24 years old. Yeah, same for me. December, I think maybe the 20th or the 20th. It's December for Kalos too. So oldest character that I still have. I don't know how many characters I've made and deleted, you know. But yeah. I'd have to do Born on Kalos 2. I know I've done it before on stream and looked up when I actually made him, because he was a re-roll. So I'd played from the was it June, July 2001, and then re-rolled him later that year. As in just created a new version as Solitus, etc. And over time I very quickly transferred like all the credits, money, items and everything directly to them. You get different music for different factions handing in missions and stuff as well though, don't you? Hope AO makes 25. Everyone said it was game over way back when. I think it was... Let's go and do the prisoner mission. In 2017, when Funcom announced, oh, you know, the game is going into a maintenance mode, everyone went, oh, that's it, it'll be gone in a year, it'll be gone in a year. You know, people, they genuinely believed what they were saying. You know, they weren't trolling. They just thought, oh, this is it, you know. It's like people are saying now, oh, Twitter's lost 85% of its revenue, it's going down the pan. It might not, you know. The shareholders might vote to say, let's do something different. I don't know. Has even social media had its time? I don't know. I'm getting another beer anyway. You know, it's not like these empires of social media can't die. I mean, I had a MySpace. I was quite proud of my MySpace. Had celebrities recognising me on it and the videos we did of the band on it. Awful as it is to say, I found my first AO CD in a bargain bin in my game shop. That was like 6 months after release and still going. Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? The longevity of the game is just nuts, really. It really is. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. I'm only getting a beer. Oh dear. My God. Yeah, something got up there, didn't it? Yeah. It was word of mouth for me. I was still going strong with Deus Ex, the original game. And a friend of mine said, "Have you seen this game?" I was like, "What the hell's this?" And he was like, "Oh, this is an online massive multiplayer game." I was like, "Oh, ooh." You know. Oh, what, like EverQuest? Well, yes and no. But yeah, basically that. And I was like, "Oh, right, okay." And he's going, "There's a download offer, you can get it and we can play the game together." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." You know. That was it. As soon as I started playing it, I just fell in love with it. I always forget to do half my buffs. I don't know what's wrong with me. Counter-Strike. Yeah, because the original Counter-Strike came out with Half-Life almost at the same time, didn't it? Or, not long after it. Oh, we got like 10 minutes or so before the prisoner spawns. Yeah, I'll check Born on Kalos 2, because that's my longest surviving character. It's not actually the first one I ever did. But, yeah, just out of curiosity, we'll quickly do Born on him while we're waiting. Swift, is that Toon an agent? Didn't you ask me that before? Yes. Astanos. Agent. There we go. Yeah, oh yeah, they're an agent, but I have more than one, so. Right, let's do Born. He's officially 24 today. 23 today. Is it? No. Yeah, he's 23 today. Saturday, December the 1st at 14 minutes past 9, 2001. There you go. Yeah, because we're in 24, so therefore he is 23, not... Yeah. Oh my God. I probably get trolled by people younger than him on stream and YouTube and, various social media platforms. Do you know what I mean? There's probably guys younger than my old main character watching my videos or trolling me or both, you know. That's just mad, isn't it, when you think about it? The only thing I own that I have, that I had in 2001, you know, people not included and that kind of thing, is this floral gem here. That's from 1988. But I bought it in 95? No, 94 I think I bought it, actually. Yeah, my actual son is 18. You know. It's kind of nuts, that, isn't it? You know, when people go, oh, blah, 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 at me. And I'm like, it's probably younger than my game characters. Shut up. You don't need age to validate yourself or your opinions. That's kind of a myth, but... The ingot farming of hecklers. Oh my god, yeah. NTs back then. No, well, that and the East Asian credit farmers who kind of did it at a professional level to sell the credits. The gold farmers, effectively. If I remember correctly, and I think I do on this, it was drastically affecting playability of the area, so no one could get, you know, could form a team and go kill hecklers as a 6-man team, you know, kill one at a time individually, because there'd be someone farming all of them, and so there'd be none left. And of course, it was flooding the economy at the time. You know, the money I've got sat on GMI for this character now would flood the economy compared to how it was then. But they said, right, okay, the only thing, you know, and they always take a sledgehammer to any problem with Funcom and Anarchy Online for some reason. And they just went, right, we'll just take ingots off the loot table. And they got DDoS attacked and just all kinds of crap for getting rid of them, you know, because the farmers were like, we're losing money. We're not making money because you've done this. You know, we want ingots back. Ingots back now. And if you tried to talk to them while they were farming, you go, hey, can I join your team for the XP? I don't want any loot. And be like, oh, you speak Kim. Kim, come later. Or it was just bizarre. You know, these people flagrantly not actually playing the game, but farming items for money in the game, and with no interest outside of that. Yeah, it was just bonkers. And they did seriously, like, you know, do the whole DDoS attack and yada yada yada. You know, to try and persuade Funcom to it, but you know, Funcom are the sort of no, I meant to delete them. I just took my bloody boots off. Oh, for fluff's sake! Why have I hate myself. Sense agility. I'm gonna have to perk and buff. I'm like, no, perk at least. I've got no I'm gonna have to go reset my perks to put my boots back on. Oh God. I was about to delete these useless Kirch Kevlar armor boots. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I just did that. Oh my God. I thought it was like, what is it I've just done? Oh no, I clicked it. No. Yeah, Apotheosis 10 is like the bomb. Yeah, because you just AI armor is just put it on, take it off, that's it. long as your base stats are there, there's no biggie, you know. I'm carrying around bags of stuff I don't need. It was like the time I was trying to make a reference of the reflex pistol and accidentally picked it up. Equal dumbassery. Yeah. I did do a sort of minor tidying up of gear I've got on this character, but I need to do another one, I think. Never mind. We'll do that after this. We'll go and go see the guy. Is there any kind of... Yeah, there is, yeah. Yeah, Christmas event every year. Usually kicks in around the 10th of the month. I think this year we might see it. The earliest we'll see it will be the 12th, I would think. Until the 19th. It's hard to say, because if you look at the launcher, anniversary events, that's from 2020, whatever. They do not update this. Almost nobody, you know, almost never gets updated. You've only been subbed since June. Oh my god. You're AO baby almost compared to us old farts. Yeah, this character's older has been around longer than you've been playing, and it's not even and it's my newest character. Oh, resubbed, right. You probably played longer than that though. Yeah, we don't get massive amounts of new players, I've got to be honest. We just don't. You've never seen the Christmas one? Yeah, it's similar to the anniversary, but not as much stuff, you know? It's more like the Halloween one. If you were around for the Halloween one, so it's like little mini missions, lots of social armor. There are a couple of world bosses for Christmas, though. I'm trying to remember now. They don't drop the kind of loot the anniversary guys did, though. Yeah, so there's one there. Scroog. You know where you go for one of the alien missions. There's a mission in there with the Christmas wallpaper. And you get all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff, like finding all the presents in Borealis. I've done it, I don't know how many times, and I still have to go, oh god, where is it? Where is it? Size sphere, time for bed, 4:45 a.m. alarm. Oh, yeah, I had a few of those this week. I do not envy you. Yeah, have a good sleep, my friend. Right, okay. Let's whiz back. Oh yeah, he's farming the gems. We'll report back to the... Oh no. You know what we haven't done? You know what we've not done? You know what I forgot to do? Thankfully I haven't handed any missions in yet. Yeah. I ain't talked to the Arbiter. I've done that before. Remembered after I've started handing missions in. Although... There we go. Did we go back to the... I think maybe I handed in the Tara one. Yeah, I did. Daily note from the barkeep. Ah, god damn it. Still need to do with Doja. Never mind. We need the scooplet outbreak. Quickest way there is via the grid, but we're not in a hurry, are we? So... What were we talking? Oh yeah, social media. I remember before the social medias. It was kind of like the same bitching and moaning took place on forums instead. It's like whenever there's a platform, people will bitch and moan at each other. Yeah. But back then, it was kind of nerdy to be on forums and things like that. Whereas now, it's just the norm, isn't it? You know, everyone's on something. But we have seen, like, what was there? There was MySpace. What else? Well, there was, at the time, there was MySpace. Oh, God. Bevo was one, wasn't it? Do you remember that one? The biggest fluff up they ever made with MySpace was deleting everybody's data. Do you remember that? You know, they said, oh, we're a new company, we're going to do things differently, so we're going to remove everybody's pages with all their photos and everything on it, and tossed it to the wind. And then wondered why the platform completely died. You know, it's like, oh my God, you idiots. It was around the same. When did Facebook start? 2006-ish? When it started, you know, it actually started to sort of get traction, become popular. Probably launched before that. 2004, yeah. I didn't hear about it until whenever. MySpace. 2003. The rise and fall of MySpace. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was when it got purchased, it died, basically, I think. It's still got people on it, but, you know, the old pages that people had, do you remember you'd learn basic HTML and stuff like that just so you could run backgrounds and things like that. And then everyone's like, no, we're all leaving this terrible place. We're going to a much better place called Facebook. Oh, God. Facebook now is just ad book. Every other post that you see is well, the majority of ink posts and whatever that you see are not people you know. They are adverts for products or clickbait or both, you know. And what I see a lot of now is like, I say this as an older person, is older people sharing clickbait, unaware that it's clickbait. You know, especially AI generated images and stuff. They seem to be somehow, they don't have the cynical internet filter built in that, well, I certainly have. But maybe a lot of people in my generation don't, and certainly a generation older than us doesn't. I can remember the youngest daughter, who's now like in her 30s, posted a thing about washing terry nappies in certain detergents and stuff. And I got a phone call from our in-laws going, Lauren's done this to the new baby. I can't believe she doesn't know better. Blah, 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 blah. And I went, let me have a look. Had a look, and she's just shared a post that says, share this before more babies are hurt. You know, it's one of these like click farm engagement things, right? And she's just shared it, and they've assumed that she's literally written the whole thing and it's a personal experience. And I was like, no. I had to go to their house for 30 minutes to explain it to them. You know, it was nuts. No, she hasn't done it. She's sharing a post. It's probably not even real. It's probably one, you know, thing that has never happened. But targeted clickbait, yeah. And yeah, she knows what type of detergents to use when washing baby clothes. She should do. She's got bloody six kids now. We are over the island, and there is no fall damage. Especially if you land in a tree. See when the mission kicks in. there's one. We'll do this one, and then I think we'll go for put your boots back on. Can't believe I did that. Yeah, Internet Historian did quite an interesting piece on clickbait material on the internet. They were trying to sort of define it and categorize it, and they did a pretty good job, actually. You know, they came up with 7 variations on of clickbait. So yeah, let's go bloody reset the perks so we can put our sodding boots back on. Want to reset all my perks. Right, before we do, right, we got Assassin, Mage, Shadow Streak, Sharpshooter, oh, Doctorate, Power Up. We did a few of those. Rifle Mastery, Heavy Artillery, Nano Combat. Right, okay. AI3, right. Boots back on. I'm going to delete these crappy boots instead. Right, okay. So we're going to do without a few things, but that's all right. Wait. Nano Doctorate, yeah. Far as it goes, we want all of Rifle Mastery because AR. And we had 5 in Power Up. And we can't go any further. Did we have all of Assassin done? Let's do the other 2 first. Nano Combat. For the Nano skill. And Heavy Artillery for Rifle. Yep. So I've got 17 other ones. Was it Sharpshooter was one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Shadow Streak. Did we have this maxed out? I think possibly we did. Or did we? Oh, God. What else might it have been? No, I think it was. I think, yeah, I think we did. Or did we do Black Ops? I think yeah, maybe we had one in there, but Shadow Streak is concealment aim shot. Yeah, I think it was this. I should look what I've got on my other agent, actually. Because I got really wrapped around the axle about how to set them up at the time. Because it was my first, like, high-level agent. Black Ops, just put one in there. So that leaves 2 alien perks. Which are probably in Ranger? No, that's bow and whatnot. Maid. What do we get there? So minus the 3 there, that would be 5 perks. Yeah, I think probably is in that, so. And then we'll try and save the money and just let's make sure we don't do that again. No! Oh, God. Lock. Why have I took my shoulder off? Lock item, lock item. Lock. It's picking them. I don't know if it's my mouse needs to doing. I thought I'd have to do it all again and remembered, no, you still got the perks there. So, right, okay. That's all the AI armor locked. I can lock everything at the minute. Lock item. There we go. Right. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Right, remove that perk. Let's move 3, and we'll put it into maid number 3, and so on. Then we'll have maid 4 and 5 after. Save spending money. It's not like I haven't got 20 million knocking around, but, you know. We need a Doja next. We could do the fun thing of running all the way to Inferno to get the Doja. I think I'm tempted to do that, actually. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to get to the bridge. Do you know, Mondrel, I absolutely don't need money. I have more credits than I have any idea what to do with. But I appreciate the sentiment and I appreciate the offer. But yeah, I don't need the money. I've got like trillions. So, right. I am going to go get another beer. And then for the fun of it, we're going to run to Inferno for a Doja. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right, okay. Soto Mohoney. He is the evil Omni spy. How do you do, my fellow clansmen? Yes, Soto Mahoney, good to see you. How the devil are you? It's been a minute. Greetings from Omni Reform Asteroid Prison orbiting Rubicar. Omnitech is your friend. It's good to see you, sir. How you been? I haven't seen you in, God, I don't know, a long time. In Guernsey Muslim afternoon chap. I don't know if you mean me or Soto, but yeah. Glad you seem to be well. I am. Yes, I'm starting to feel slightly festive this year. Despite everything. It's better than last year. The UK was hit by 10 storms, virtually back to back. Oh, that guy. No, this guy. Hawal. Oh, revenge is sweet. There were a number of times he killed me. Back in the day. Because he's mostly invisible until he attacks you, if you didn't know that. And he wanders here, there, and everywhere. So, no, nobody pulled you on. Nobody pulled him on you. It's Hawal. He wanders to places. He killed an entire team, like a raid force of Lobby players, who were, in level range for this playfield. Who in the Shadowlands beta said, we're going to group together and we're all going to go kill Hawal and see what he drops. He drops nothing. But they all went off to try and kill him anyway. Right, so we go there, south again, and then over there. Right, okay. Been off doing a role-play game from 1998. Okay. 1998. Was that Albion Online or EverQuest? Something like that? Or you revisiting an old D&D game you half abandoned all that time ago. It's on Steam. What's it called? M-Player. Do I know it? M-Player, the movie player. Steam. M-Player, is it media player? Apparently. M-Player ready. Steam community. M-Player. Yeah, sort of. Aliens Ever. AVP 1999 at the time. That's it. Old school AVP, multiplayer games. Service video. Under Light. Okay. Under Light on Steam. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely early or late 90s, early. Wow. Release date March 1st, 1998. Free to play. Does it run on modern hardware? Or have you got to faff about like you do with AO. Although technically you don't have to faff with the AO. Which way am I going now? This way. Okay. Seem to have missed my turning. Bobalicious, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I missed my turn. I'm going back. I'm flying up the motorway the wrong way. My spark for AO kind of died when Arc got shut down. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I think it lost a lot of the player base as well. I think a lot of people quit at that point. Okay, that was random. The video just started playing halfway through. Yeah, that has not helped the game in the least. Thought you installed it. It probably would take about that long. Has it got a scalable UI, or is it like AO? It's just like, good luck, get your reading glasses on, or stick your nose on the monitor to read what the hell is going on. Which way am I going now? So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, they should. Funcom shouldn't have done that. They should have found another way to deal with whatever issue it was with unpaid volunteers and stuff. The UI is awful. You couldn't get it above 1024 by, what was it, DX7? Let's troubleshoot the game for a second. 1998. So yeah, it'd be DX7. It won't be DX8, but it'll probably DX7 if we're lucky. And if it is, then item assistance override of the false limitation may or may not work. But did you? What? Okay, store. What was it called again? Under light, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Okay, under light. Play game. Yeah, go on. You can put it on my C drive. It's loud. .4 megabytes a second? Are you kidding me? Where's the zero? Or it's so small it can't really categorize. Yeah, there you go. Play under light. Is it just play under light? Let's have a look. Oh, it gives you two options, does it? Right, okay. Did it make a shortcut on the desktop? Username is unknown. Okay, underlight. And it'll be under Steam's folder, won't it? Right, okay. Okay. Okay, not a lot of info there. Not much there either. Okay, that's code. Not doing much with that. I'm derailed your stream. No, I'm curious, man. I'm curious. It's not code, I know. Is that read only? Maybe it is. No, it's not actually. Okay. Maybe DX6, you know. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let you edit it, will it? Yeah, I think it's DX6. So go. Start from there. So your logging can, yeah, but I haven't got a character, so good luck doing anything with it. Do I need to create an account? Have I got to go through all that? And the one I put in has no relation to anything I use. I just made it up. Create account. Okay. So the account name is going to be different. All right, you got to put it in. what it wants an email. Okay. Let's see what it is. Is it DX? What DX is it? Let's have a look. I'll go Dreamer. I'll go Willpower. That's 2 male. Yeah, okay. Bad request. Dreamers 4, Nightmare. What? Okay, we'll just do without the 2. Create character. Alright, okay, so now... Fine. It's picked up the game. Yeah, it's picking up AO. It's not exactly user-friendly, is it? Let's face it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's going to be a pass for me. But we tried, so never mind. Yeah, I might have another look at it, but no way am I playing at that resolution, you know that. Interesting that it's alive. I think I'd have to quit AO to find out what actual DX version it is, but... Where am I going? Yeah, there we go. It's a very niche game. I thought AO was a niche game, but yeah, that's definitely a niche game. Yeah, if it's lower than DX7, then it's probably going to need someone like Dream who can remove artificial limits again. Which is what happens with vanilla AO. It's an artificial limit on the resolution. Because they never thought anyone could possibly want to play at a higher resolution than that, because no monitor could possibly do it. Even though Sony had a 1900 by 1200 monitor CRT. It was a hell of a good monitor. It still is. If you get one in good working order, oh my God. Retro games look amazing on it. Including vanilla AO, as it happens. Excuse me. A 19-inch Sony CRT. Yeah, they were a different breed of visual devices than LEDs. If you Google LCD versus CRT, you'll see a bunch of images of retro games, and why they look bad on LCDs is they were designed to look good on CRTs with the pixel bleed and other things that CRT monitors do, and actually look hundreds of times better on those old monitors, you know, because they were designed to look good on monitors. Weighed like 50 kilos. Oh God, yeah, they were a complete, absolute unit of a monitor. She says, I need to mute when I belch. Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm sorry that I upset your sensibilities. It's not my fault. I mean, I did not carbonate this drink. The manufacturer did. It's the beer's fault. Yes, it is. Well, I didn't carb. You see, normally in the pub I drink bitter and I never belch because they don't carbonate bitter. So there's no problem. It's only when they carbonate lager that it's a problem. I mean, if I was at work, there's no way. I don't sneeze, cough, belch, nothing when I'm on call or whatever. I have sneezed once, but, you know, the person on the other end went, "Oh, bless you," you know. I said, "Oh, I do apologise," and they were like, "Oh, it's fine, bless you." They were very nice about it, you know. Are you running old or new? I'm running new engine. You got crashes in a REIT. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, the beta's not stable, but I do have a video that does absolutely help to make it more stable. Can I remember the command? Probably not. I think, yeah, there you go. So, like most retro games, and you have to remember AO is a retro game. I heard something about opening. No, you don't have to do anything to do with opening ports. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's that the NVIDIA database in the driver set has no information for Anarchy Online, so you have to manually kind of put it there. Well, here's the video.
FortniteSTWitems.com.
Just why would you advertise this to me? Hi all, and welcome to the video. Yeah, so it goes through and then, you know, get NVIDIA profile inspector, do some tweaks. You're not going to break anything, and every time you do that, 18 years have passed. These days will never come back. Let's see what's a... Okay, random comment. From Russia with Love. That's a Bond movie. Yeah, AMD are always on the back foot, unfortunately, when it comes to graphical stuff. They've been playing catch-up ever since they bought Radeon. So, yeah, there isn't really a fix for AMD. I mean, probably your best option is DG Voodoo, so you can at least play at higher resolutions, or use AO Item Assistant, which kills the artificial limit on resolution. But the GUI is not scalable, so if you're playing at 4K, it's like, you know, trying to read anything that you're doing. Zoop AO, welcome to the stream. It's a shame, I've had Radeon cards in the past. But it's been mostly, you know, I'm not loyal to any bloody corporation that makes electronic products. I just want the best bang for the buck. You know, that's me. I'm like, well, at one point, Radeon were ahead, so I was like, yeah, I want a Radeon. When the first dual core processors came out, they were AMD, so I got an AMD, you know. Don't care. I've no loyalty to any of them. But currently, NVIDIA are so massively rich, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to catch them. That's the snag. Yeah, we had Cyrix, we had Intel, we had AMD. We didn't. I don't know if we had many more than that. Realistic. I mean, if you go back to the 90s, yeah, there were more. But people knew, even then, like, Intel was, like, ahead most of the time. Yeah, DG Voodoo. is a software program. No, I'll remember the command. Hang on. I can't remember it now. I did a video on how to use DG Voodoo with AO, and that should work on AMD as well, so you can have higher resolutions for AO. But I don't have an AMD card to sort of tinker with and figure out ways to make it more stable. Whereas there's a bazillion NVIDIA tools you can mess with to tweak the drivers and what their operational behavior is with any application. Yeah, it's up there. I did have a thing for it, but I've forgotten it. Hang on. Moobot. I have to log in every time. Okay. Right. Okay, so I put in custom commands. And one of them was count fix DG Voodoo. Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's case sensitive. I don't know. Yeah. Zoop's probably beating me to it there. There you go. There's the video. Same link that Zoop posted. But yeah, DG Voodoo should work on with AMD or NVIDIA. It's a third-party piece of software, so. Yeah, I've used NVIDIA almost exclusively since about 2004, I think. They've always been ahead in terms of functionality and stability, so... You know, people are decrying, you know, frame gen and scaling stuff now. The thing is, AMD are playing catch-up to it since they bought Radeon. I think if Radeon had remained an independent company, they'd probably be in a better position to innovate than they are now. But, you know, AMD's a massive company. You know, whatever. But if AMD's next card can outperform an NVIDIA card, I don't give a goddamn. I'll just get an AMD card. I don't care. I should do a command where when you type that, it does something like displays Omnispy. Oh, where the hell am I? I'm over here. Oh god, I think I've gone a bit of the wrong way running to Inferno, but okay. I don't want to go down there, do I? That's the border of doom. Ah, there it is. There's the bridge I'm looking for. The old engine brings back pure nostalgia. Okay, let's do nostalgia. It's not like I don't have both installed, you know. Yeah, for the old engine, AO Item Assistant. I've got a video for that as well. But when you do it, you get AO Installations Classic, enable high resolutions for Anarchy Online Classic, as well as knowing where every single bag in your inventory and every item in that bag is, and it will auto number them for you so you can find them faster, like the Windows file system. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so I just need to update prefs. So hang on, settings, GUI, skins, back one. Prefs folder is there. Okay, let's start the new engine as well. Cancel that. Right, that's the new engine. So same again to go to the app folder. I think. No, wait. Yeah, there we go. Settings. I'm only doing this to make sure my GUI is the same. And screenshots, right. So copy prefs from there. Copy. Paste. Soto Mahoney redeemed guitar mode. Oh, good God, for 75k. Oh, why would you do this? Oh, fine. I've had a couple of beers. I don't play well after beer. Oh, shit. Where's my guitar cable? Yeah, that's a good one. Even with the knot in it. Hang on. I hate you. You have to mute the mic and faff around, and oh my God, it's so much arseache. Excuse me. Replace files. There we go. Is that everything? Yeah, I need to mute the mic on both streams. Otherwise you hear dry guitar sound. Right, give me a second then. Right, I'm back. Yeah, I have to switch off the mic, change the input impedance of this sound thing. It's a massive, massive pain in the arse. But anyway. Okay, so that's now done. Close that, and then we go back to vanilla, and we'll do the rest of the run in vanilla then. Jersey Muffin. Ah, hell, man. Awesome skills, thank you. I'm very, very
Her
rusty.
Excellency, Eva Poor Eyes, recognizes your artistic contributions to Rubicon musical culture. Please accept this holiday bonus on behalf of the Omnitech executive leadership. Omnitech is your friend.
Oh, Soto Mahoney, thank you so much, bud. 5,000 bits, dude. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. You do not need to do that. Okay. I've got a black screen for Anarchy. Oh, what have I done? Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. I've broken something. Try again. Copied over press. Everything's there. GY. Da-da-da. Okay. Play. Uh-oh. This is your fault. I don't know what the hell I've done. No, something's gone very wrong there. Oh dear. The vanilla client for some reason isn't running. I don't quite know why. I didn't change anything, did I? Location Anarchy Online Classic. Yeah, I haven't moved it. You know what? We got a stream to do. Yeah, I've done something to the vanilla client. I don't know what I've done. It should be all right. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, so the beta client's working. Vanilla, I can reinstall it in 10 minutes. You know, it's nothing. Mathematica, good night and sweet dreams. Oh, thank you, Mathematica. Yeah, I was going to do the run like that. I don't know why it's playing up. Normally vanilla's pretty bulletproof. Got to be fair. So we go through the ruins and to the path. Yeah. Okay. That's the end boss of the game, getting it to run. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you run a game that's from 20 years ago, you know, you're going to get a bit of jank, guys. You know, what did you think? You can get the AAA, EA, whatever experience. Nah, man, it's going to have a bit of jank. You can beat the beast, you can't beat Rome Red. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I don't know why it suddenly decided it ain't gonna run, but yeah, there you go. But upset it in some way. I don't know, maybe messing with the prefs. I'm trying to do guitar mode at the same time. I can fix it, don't worry about it. But you can play the old vanilla engine at higher resolutions. I'm gonna watch the Eagles game. Be well, talk soon. All right. Soto Mahoney. That was for Mrs. Soto Mahoney. I'm a rogue. But yes, there you go. Thank you very much for the bits. Much appreciated. And thanks for the resub. And thanks for dropping by. I've missed you, man. I've missed you. But I get it. I get it. Laughing, I see the roguish charm. Still got it. It's just wrapped in a fatter, uglier, older body. There you go. I'm the guy that will add 200 mods to Skyrim or Fallout 4, but generally too late. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that type of gaming, you know, like make it your own kind of gaming. I've spent more time modding Bethesda games than I've ever spent playing them, almost, or maybe not. Maybe actually I have spent as long on both. Anyway, I'm going to get another beer. Not like I need more, but I just want more, you know. Hey. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm fine, yeah. I mean, the old engine runs solidly. It's worth the doing the whole resolution fix, just so you can play native resolution on whatever monitor you've got. I adopted 1440p way too early, before graphics cards and systems could really handle it. But yeah, 2K monitor, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, I want that. It's probably a bad idea at the time, which was 2012. But I've kind of like, once you've been at that resolution, you don't want to go backwards, do you? You're like, no, man, you know. I have seen the future, and the future is 1440p. Where am I going? Yeah, the other side of these guys. Been a while since I've done this run, and I used to do it a lot before we had the keys, beacons, and whatnot. Yeah, there's something about the aesthetic of older games, definitely. Definitely something about them that you just don't get with other games, you know. I mean, you just don't get it. I am very rusty on guitar, by the way, guys. I used to play 6-7 hours a day. Now I play a couple of times a week. So yeah, my chops aren't up to snuff, as I would say. Game just needs to be good. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, a better game, but I don't want it to be blurred on monitors, especially LCD monitors. It didn't matter with CRTs what resolution you played at, it still looked good. But on LCDs, that's not the case, you know. Yeah, the thing with practice and an instrument, and I think probably everything for that matter, is your time is better spent doing 20 minutes a day than doing 4 hours on one day. So, yeah, it's repetition, repetition, repetition. So if you practice every day for 20 minutes, you're going to keep things together better than you will going once a week and doing 4 hours on your day off. And the same goes for learning an instrument as well. And you never really stop learning an instrument. You're always surprised by it. If you connect with it, at least. You sounded pretty pro to me. No. I used to be pro. I mean, I was pro. I got paid. I did session work and whatnot. And yeah, you know, I was pro. I mean, the amount of musicians that are not famous that are on a bazillion records and stuff like that because they recorded them, you know, it's kind of that. I can't pick out the little mistakes you clearly can. Not really mistakes, more I can tell where the polish isn't there. And I can hear the fluidity isn't there. But yeah, you do develop a highly critical ear if you play professionally. So, the first 20 years of my life, I was playing 8 hours a day, every day without fail. So some of that 8 hours is just practicing, warm up and what have you. And the rest was actual work, you know, like sat down with a sheet of music in front of me or what have you. Or listening to a producer saying, can you do it more like this? Can you do it more like that? Or in a band, like learning songs, rehearsing them with the band, perfecting them, etc. So, yeah. You end up spending an inordinate amount of time with your hands on the guitar. And I'm playing tired old licks that I don't have to think about. You know, it's like your signature. You're not thinking about it. It has to do with there's a logical system to how human beings are capable of, physically mechanical things. So before you could, do you drive a car? Like manual or not, as the case may be. So the first instance when learning to drive is you're unconsciously incompetent. You can't do it, but because you don't know what's involved, you've no idea how hard it is or isn't, but your assumption is it can't be that hard because mum and dad do it. That kind of thing. Then you begin your driving lessons and suddenly realise, oh, wait, no, I need to change to this gear. Oh, wait, no, clutch. No, wait, no, I need to stop. Oh, God, what's going on around me? I need to watch the traffic. And you become consciously incompetent. You realise there's a lot going on and it's hard to manage it all and deal with it. And as you go through your driving lessons, eventually you become consciously competent. In other words, you can do it, but it requires, 99% of your attention. You've got to watch the traffic. You've got to think about clutch, brakes, gear, turning, signal, mirror, checking there. And over time, after you've passed your test and you're out on the road, you hit a certain point where you become what's called unconsciously competent. In other words, you don't have to, you're barely thinking about driving, but you can do it. You can get from A to B. And you've hit that point when you've driven hundreds of miles somewhere and there's bits of that journey where you're thinking, who the hell's been driving for the last 50 miles, Are you using the Savix? Not in Shadowlands, no. I'm using Bitnik's map in Shadowlands. But I use Savik's map of Rubica when I'm on Rubica. But yeah, I have for years. And she was very gracious and let me beta test new maps and developments that she's worked on with it. I thought I'd do the thing for it. But anyway, yeah, I'm on Savik's map of Rubicar 3.2. Yeah. Savik is a character from the Star Trek movie. The first motion picture movie they did with Kirk, Scott, Spock and Bones. The original cast, the first movie. Do you remember that? Yeah, so she got that name from there. Yeah, Savik was the Romulan Vulcan hybrid bridge officer, paid by Kirstie Alley. No, Searching for God wasn't the first motion picture movie. No, the first motion picture movie was Vija, which turned out to be a Voyager probe. Yeah, if you see the movie poster, you probably get it. Star Trek, the motion picture. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she was in it, the bald lady. Savik isn't on the poster, but she was quite an important character in it. And that's where Savik got the name Savik. Alex, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Vija, yeah, Vija was actually when they rubbed the dirt off the badge on it, realised it was Voyager. No, it is canonical. Yeah, no, it is. It's the original crew. It's pre-TNG. Or Star Wars and Trek. Yeah, I like both, you know. I don't see that you have to pick one. That just sounds like BS to me. I like both, you know. I like Doctor Who. I like Star Trek. You know, why does it have to? You know, one isn't exclusive of the other. You can love both. Didn't have time to learn the lore of both. There's not much to know. It wouldn't take much of your time. Too many Star Wars races names. Yeah, and I'm a fan of the movies. I enjoy watching them. I'm kind of the old school. The first three of the originals are, to me, they're the real Star Wars. But I don't much like the Disney Star Wars, I'll be honest. Some people love it, and that's cool if you do. That's great. Of all the Disney stuff, Andor, instead of being a movie, like a prequel to, what was it, Rogue One movie, which was excellent. It's like a prequel to that, but instead of being a movie, they turned it into a series. But it works incredibly well. Is Andor and oh god, they did a better job with the politics and stuff that we got with the prequels that George Lucas did. I think they were more compelling, and I enjoyed the prequels. I watched them, you know, and they're kind of cheesy. But I got to remember when I saw Star Wars, I was 8 years old, so it was the biggest thing ever, you know. And it was designed for kids, but I didn't know that because I was a kid. I just thought it was a great film. The Disney movies, I don't know. I just can't. You know, they killed off all the original characters, and then I was like, well, I don't care about all these guys, these new ones. I liked Qui-Gon, you know, and I liked Ewan McGregor as a young Obi-Wan and stuff like that. I thought that was all good. But yeah, the Disney stuff, yeah. Andor is good, and The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 are excellent. In fact, you can close the book at that. Chapter 3 is like I don't know, something weird happened with it. Suddenly, the storytelling got a lot worse. I don't know what happened, and it's not. They put a woman in it. No, it's nothing to do with that. Like, for example, in the original Mando series, I think it was in series 1 as well. He's got the young Yoda baby thing, right? He's got the young Yoda baby thing, and it keeps stealing the ball off. Like, I don't know what it is. We're going to assume it's a gear shift on the ship. He keeps pinching it because he likes it. And then Mando hands him over because that's what he was paid to find him and, you know, deliver him. So Mando hands him over and then gets back on his ship. And then, you know, the ball's still there. And you can see, even though you can't see the actor's face, they tell you that he's missing him. He's missing the fact that the ball is where it should be. Hasn't gone missing, and you can see him kind of thinking about what he's just done, and goes back and rescues Gorgo. Yeah, Gorgo is his actual name. Yeah, Baby Yoda. We were calling him Baby Yoda because he didn't have a name until we got told what his name was. But Chapter 3, he suddenly decides he wants to rejoin the Mandalorians, but it doesn't explain why. And it could have done so easily, but it doesn't. And then suddenly does that. And then Bo-Katan, who is played by an actor I really like, but yeah, I don't know. It just took a nosedive at that point. It was like, well, why is he doing anything? You know, whereas previously, they did show, don't tell. They explained what was going on visually on screen. You know, the actors told you what was happening without, you know, exposition or anything. It was excellent. The Obi-Wan stuff was pretty good. It lost its way quite a few times though, where you were like, well, who are these people? Why are we caring about them again? You know, it's just not well made, despite the budget and the effects and everything else being excellent. The writing just isn't quite there. The Baby Yoda is definitely the offspring of Yaddle and Yoda. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I didn't hate the prequels. In fact, Revenge of the Sith, you know, the third one of the prequels, is a really good movie. It's very strong. You know, you feel invested in the characters and everything. And I feel bad for some of the actors in the first prequel, like the guy who played Jar Jar Binks. I didn't like Jar Jar Binks, but I don't blame the bloody actor for turning up and doing a job, you know. And it was kind of nice that in, was it Andor or was it Obi-Wan, that he got some sort of a redemption arc, because he comes back as himself, as a human being a Jedi. And I was really glad to see that. I really was, because I thought, yeah, none of us really, you know, the adult audience didn't gel with Jar Jar, but the kids liked him, and that's why he was there. But they didn't need him there, you know. You had R2-D2, and you didn't need another one, you know. And so I think that was a misstep with the Jar Jar character. But the actor that played him didn't deserve all the bullshit he got. Never found him annoying. He's as annoying as a special edition Star Wars, with all the added extras and Greebo shooting first and all the other bullshit that got added. In the original movie, Han shoots Greedo because Greedo's got him pinned to the wall with a gun on him. Han's boxed into a corner, and we're introduced to his character going, well, you boxed me into a corner, guess what? How I react? Oh, yeah, pew, pew. That's how I react, mate. I'll survive. You won't. There's only one shot fired, and it's fired by Han. The whole Han dodging the shot from Greedo and all, to sort of water down his character is just bullshit. And when you know the original well, it's really jarring to see it. You know, yeah, there was no who shot first. Han did. There was only ever one shot, and Han shot it. You know, the whole, I don't know why, were they trying to make him more palatable, or, no, he's a rogue and an outlaw, and yeah, he will kill if he's cornered. You know, that's his character, which makes the story arc of him deciding to do something not just for himself, but for the good of others at the end of the very first movie. It makes that so much more rewarding. You know, he leaves the fight, he's got his money, he's going, he's a rogue, cares about himself, no one else. And then at the end of the first film, he comes back, saves Luke from getting shot out of the bloody Death Star, clears the way for Luke. Luke makes the shot. Yours the Force, Luke. And then he congratulates Luke. They fly back to the base. Leia sees that, you know, there's actually a good side to this character. He's not just, you know, a ruthless outlaw. There's more to him than that. And it sets us up for the second movie, you know. And why go back and fuck with that? It was great. You know what I mean? And like all the added creatures in the bar that weren't there in the originals. You know, when you're familiar with the originals, we had them on VHS and DVD when they were on DVD. But I've got them on VHS and it's still as it was. I just don't have a VHS player to play them on. Anyway, we made it to Inferno. It took over an hour, but we were sidetracked by Soto Mahoney's other game and various faffing about. But not to worry, we're here now. And we want a Doja. Oh, I should FP dock again, because that's run out. My first doctor was John Pertwee, then Tom Baker, who I absolutely loved. He was the definitive doctor for me. He was my doctor, if you know what I mean. And then I was okay with Davison. He was kind of cool. But then the only reason I was watching Doctor Who by the time we got to the curly-haired guy with the really loud clothes, I was watching for Perry, because she's absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry, but she was one of my earliest memories. You know, she was my that awkward age as a boy when you start to notice women. You know, that kind of a thing. And she was that. She was that girl. You know. Yeah, she was the one that awakened my I like Perry, but I feel very awkward about it. Yeah, she was that for me. And then Sylvester McCoy took over, at which time I kind of abandoned the show. I just wasn't really watching it anymore. It was like, it's a kid's show. I don't watch kids shows. You know, I went through that phase. But I was so glad when Eccleston came back. And I thought he did so well with it. I thought he was excellent. Especially since he was dressed as I was dressing at the time. So the leather jacket and jumper. I had virtually the same leather jacket. Yeah, he didn't want to be... Yeah, I think he learned from... I think he spoke to the other actors who had been a doctor. And they all said, oh, don't do it too long because you'll never get anything else. And he didn't want that. You know, he didn't want that to happen to him, so he kind of went, I'll do a year and then I'm gone. But he had problems with some of the writers and directors and stuff as well. There's a bit more to it than that. So, yeah, he left because it all... I mean, he talks about it openly when he's interviewed, you know, so look at his interviews about why he left and... You know, let him speak for himself. I'm not going to speak for him. I thought it was good. Tennant was amazing. I loved him. He was so charming. Yeah, Tennant was so good. And when Tennant said he was leaving, I was like, oh, God, who are they going to get? Who are they going to get? Allow, deny. Allow. You can swear on my channel. I don't give a shit. So I was kind of like, oh no, Tennant's leaving. Who's this new guy? Got excited. Yeah, that was Twitch auto modding you, not me. I allowed it. I don't give a... You know, you ain't offending me or anyone on this channel, I don't think. And then Matt Smith came and I thought, wow, he's actually really good. The whole story arc with him and Amy Pond and the other, her boyfriend, was it Arthur? I can't remember now. I've forgotten. But yeah, like her story arc with him and everything was just so good. And he set a tone as well. It wasn't just he was filling in. He set the tone. He set up a new character. I've got a Fez now. Fez is cool. He was kind of nerdy and awkward, and yet also endearing and clever. And yeah, he was great. You know. I was kind of happy when I saw that they'd cast Capaldi, but I didn't like him. I did not like Capaldi as the Doctor, despite the fact that he was a super fan of, you know, the original Doctor Who, and a brilliant actor to boot. But I just, he never really gelled with me, and I kind of gave up on it after him. They got Jodie in, and I think she did what she was asked, but the writing took a nosedive again, because with every Doctor, you always get a similar thing. Like the first couple of shows, the Doctor is finding who they are. They've regenerated. Who are they? You know, they're not sure. And then they cast Jodie, but the writing she had to deal with was really not easy for an actor, because she'd go, "Oh, I love surprises," and then in the next scene would be going, "Oh, I hate surprises." You know, it was just contradiction after contradiction just to facilitate a narrative. It just didn't fill the character out. It was awkward, and I felt really bad for her, because you know, she's quite charming and engaging, and I just sort of gave up about halfway through the first season, and then I thought, okay, I'll come back and watch the second season I think she got, or whatever. I came back to watch that, and I just thought, no, I'm not having a good time watching this anymore. You know, and I just haven't gone back since. I watched the ones, the Christmas specially ones with Tennant and that. And it was kind of nice to see Donna and Tennant again, because they're such a great combo on screen. Just anyway, two actors together who just, yeah, it just works. And I enjoyed that, but then they got the new guy, and I watched it, but I don't know. It's a bit messagey, and it's not I disagree with the message, it just felt like it was messagey, you know, and it's like, yeah, okay, we get it, you can be more subtle, you don't have to be so upfront, and you know, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I get the message. I even agree with the message, but you're making it the whole thing and not the story and characters, which is why we like the show. You know, we don't like the show for the message. We like the show because it's the show and it's the characters in the show. It's not all of whatever the hell this is. But Donna Noble and Tennant being back again, that was great. Because they're fire and ice. They're so different. They're so, like, they knock sparks off each other. And it's lovely to watch, you know. By regenerate, yeah, at that point, I'm like, no. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with your viewpoint. I think you've, you know, I think, yeah, you're right on and all that, but this is Doctor Who. This isn't a, you know, whatever you're using it to be. Just remember why you're here, you know. You're in here to service the show, not service your viewpoint and use it as some sort of trumpet. It's just no. Yeah, it just didn't really work. And no disrespect to the actors. I never blame the actors because they read the words that are written for them and they follow what the director tells them to do. That's their job. So I never blame them. And I was kind of glad at first that the showrunner that brought it back with oh God, we were just talking about him and I've forgotten his name. Eccleston, yeah. I thought, oh, it's going to be good then, because it's that guy. He brought the show back, but it wasn't up to the same kind of thing. I think the bi-regeneration thing just felt convoluted. I mean, I'm talking about a guy who travels around in time and space in a little box, which is actually an entire universe in of itself. So I realise, you got to let go of some disbelief, but people are people. Right, so we've done Marksman 10. What's our next hire? So that's going to be Intuition. Intuition, Concealment, Flingshot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I watched a few of them, and then, I don't know, I didn't care if I saw the next ones or not. Which is kind of a problem. You need to care about the characters you're watching, otherwise you're not going to keep watching. It's as simple as that. Yeah, this is it. I mean, the writers can't paint themselves into a corner and go, this is the last regeneration. If we kill this one, the show's over. Because they can't. You can't end a franchise like that. Or can you? So, of course, they didn't. And they came up with, he's got another 13. That'll do for now. We'll figure out how the hell we're going to deal with... Oh, I need to speak to the warden. We'll figure out how the hell we're going to deal with the rest of it. That's, 20 years' time after 13 regenerations. That's their problem, not ours. I think that's why they added them. Just as a get-out clause. Like, yeah, well, duck the bullet there. Yeah, this is it. How does that work? Does Gatwa have 13 and the Doctor has 12? Yeah, what? Eh? The show is fantastical and requires a suspension of disbelief, but it has to follow its own internal logic for it to work. God knows what they'll do, It'll be Time Lords are immortal, the 13 is arbitrary, yada, yada, yada. They'll come up with some reason why the Doctor's still around, I mean, they will. Of course they will. If the audience is there and the money and the backing are there, it'll just keep going forever, which is great, but, It's like watching a Tom Cruise movie. No matter what happens, he's not going to die. You don't believe that that's going to happen. Or an Arnie movie, you kind of know. Yeah. That's it. It's not the agenda. It's not the political thing, because I agree with the political things, but it's... And they're not even political. They're social. They're socialist, societal things. And I'm not against them, but they can't be the entirety of the plot. The plot has to be, protect the Earth's gonna fall. And the great thing with Tennant is they had individual episodes, but also a couple of story arcs that overlapped. Like Amy Pond being cloned in some sort of way in that, whatever it is, milk, and not really realising that was the case until right at the end, and then the two storylines that had overarched everything else collide at the end, and it was great writing. It was fun to watch. It was engaging. It was like, how's all this going to work out, Yeah, you've got to be entertainment. That's what you are. When I was playing guitar, you've got to be the entertainer, or you haven't got a job, mate. Doesn't matter what your viewpoints are or what you think people should believe. You're there to entertain. If you can't do that, you don't have a place at the table. You don't. So you've got to rein it in to the point where it's not in your face, it's just part of the story, and then it works. You know, it's that kind of a thing. I haven't got the answers. I'm not a writer. I don't know how to write a script like that. The whole Rory and Amy on-off, who loves who more, that was brilliant. It was beautiful. It was poetic. It was how people are with each other, you know. Like her realising Rory wasn't her gay friend, who she'd friend-zoned, obviously, but was madly in love with her. When she finally, you know, and all of those sort of moments in it, which were, they were wonderful to watch, you know. That was entertaining, and it needs to be that before it's anything else. It was great writing. And the thing of her, you know, she keeps seeing visions of someone looking at her through a little hatchway, and then we find out it's this that's been going on all along. And yet the Doctor knew, and, you know, and all, yeah. The Bride of Chaotica. It's a bit, you know, soap theatre, Flash Gordon-y, but it's Doctor Who. It is that. It is in that ilk. It belongs there, and it feels comfy there. But, yeah, you can kind of miss the thing of it, you know. I don't know. I get exhausted by it sometimes. I really do. Right, I'm going to get one more beer, but I think it's pretty much the end of the stream. Is anyone else streaming Anarchy Online? Does anyone know? I'm going to get a beer anyway. I don't care. Colbert beer. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. 8 months, my God. The weather cannon scenic stream only. Oh, God. Yeah, that's where they shoot note them up to the supply ships. What we got here? ICC planet-wide announcement. Bad Surgery has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rubicar. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh. I went on my own page. So it was looping. Okay. Let's have a look. Anarchy Online. Me and, yeah, Klondike. Prist. Yeah, definitely sneezed there. Right, okay. Who else is streaming? Oh, God. Gopher Gaming, he's playing Baldur's Gate, so I think he's near the end game of it now, so that's spoilery if you've not played it yourself. Anyone got a suggestion? Otherwise, I'll raise Suki, who is playing No Man's Sky at the moment. Okay, we go raid Suki. Suki Black, there you go.
Because we're going to want 4 of them.
I think someone... I think I raided Successfully Lost, and then she raided her. So it's one of them. There you go. We go raid her. Say hi. She's got the puppy on screen, which, you know. We got the dog camera. I don't know what the meme is, but yeah, okay. Dodge good. Yeah, she has doggo good. Right. All right. We'll go raid Suki, and I will see you all tomorrow. Yes, I'm streaming again. God knows why. I might not be playing AO though. I may be playing Stalker. I might even do a fresh playthrough of Stalker. Now I've done one. So that could be interesting because I know where all the good shit is. But we'll have to see. Hours of Walking Simulator. You know, that kind of thing. Right, we go raid. Love you all. Miss you all. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the gifted subs. And I will see you all in the next one. Okay, folks? Bye for now.
Hearing her wisdom, even if it's only to the extent of, I'm not going to listen to that crap again. Mind you, Elbon's listened to it 100 and something times. DJ, I'm well, thank you. Good. We finally